No, Jake. We're live. We're doing roll call. Let's start roll call. Everybody's here. You must chat in order to be a human being. Wait, I can hear myself on my own show. What's going on? No, Jake. This impression gets worse every time. Oh, we have Nelson Advisors and Zede Baganga. Let's start the show.
Grazie, signore.
You have to be joyful as Catholic.
Subscribe to this channel and share this video.
And true humility is difficult.
Women who should be taking care of their home are on chat rooms.
Handouts.
That's dumb. It's just stupid.
Go away!
No, hi, Christine. There's Kogi Ezekiel. Oh. And Engo Authority. We're up to 4 viewers. Yeah, we should put out the super tip link. We're gonna make millions of dollars. Oh. Anyway. We didn't just take a big swallow of something and now we're laughing. We have a show today. We have a man in a bean. He went outside and he said, let me do the same exact show outside that I do literally every day.
They've killed 40, 50,000 protesters, remember? We have to do something. Do you know who was behind those protests? Do you know who it was?
No. I'll take the first shot. You can't.
Okay, guys, let's be serious.
State your correct name for the record.
Because we're not going to let them do this to us, right?
Harry Mudd.
Incorrect.
Well, how did that work out so far?
Any past offenses, Mr. Mudd?
Of course not. Gentlemen, I'm simply an honest businessman.
Incorrect.
Now they're doing it again.
Blast that tin-plated pot.
Now you even have the Pope coming out.
I came from the temple as Ceremony said.
Go watch the video. It actually will make you happy. It made me happy.
Bleed. Bleed, Kirak. Behold a god who bleeds.
I really don't think this could last much longer. I mean, this has gotten so ridiculous.
Behold a god who bleeds.
Cover all of this in the new video. This is a definition of madness. To keep doing the same stupid thing and expect different results.
Oh, it wasn't that wonderful. It took Sede Picante like 90 minutes to put that together because he's so stupid. He was like, first I'm going to edit them to Michael J. Matt. And then he was like, I can't edit Michael Matt. He is terrible. Then he was like, Sailorcast was talking about Star Trek. Let's use Star Trek. And then it was born. Yes, that put 90 minutes of his life because when you're single and retarded, that's what you do for fun. Darn it, Jake. Well, this is a Santa show, not a nostalgia bait. Not this nostalgia bait. That's what I'm about. This is darn dear Korean soju is Korean. It's got a wallop. I loves it. Anyway, in this clip, Brian Holdsworth is dumb. Let's talk about Brian Holdsworth. Brian Holdsworth, he's a Canadian. Enough said.
From day one, Christianity, and especially the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus, was received like an intolerable scandal to anyone who equated temporal strength, power, prosperity, those kinds of things with moral goodness and holiness. Why? Because everything about Jesus was unimpressive when measured by the standards of this world.
Really? Everything was unimpressive. He got 5,000 people to come out to the baseball game with him, and he fed them all loaves and fish. That's unimpressive. Do you know how hard it is to feed 5,000 people, let alone get them to come out and listen to you? May I get 20 people, and it's a huge effort. They're on the internet, and they can sit at home, and I get 20? Like, I think 25's about the right number, but I got 20? It's a miracle that a man can get anything like what I can get. Oh, I wanted to read the comment. Oh, single and retarded. Oh, no, Jake, that's just like us. Just play the next clip. Starting a religion with billions of members is unimpressive to Holdsworth. Yes, according to the way the world looks at things, one of the top 3 most important people to ever having lived is unimpressive. Thanks, Canadian Lord of the Rings character.
Like a person walking into a crowded room. What kind of a person are you going to take notice of and be drawn to?
Maybe the one who's big and tall and can carry a giant cross up a mountain and who can make a bunch of whips and spank people. Wow, it's almost as if that's real impressive.
Someone of celebrity, someone of wealth, someone of noble birth, someone with political or professional status.
Also, we'd like to say at this point in time, there's no ever recorded stories anywhere in any book of any time of the Lord and Savior. Oh, yes, he was saving and he was lording, but nobody ever invited him to anything, and nobody gave him the place of honor anywhere, and there's no parables about this. Just don't read the Bible. I'll tell you, Brian Holdsworth, sometimes I think he's drugged. He's like, okay, I hate Marxists today, and they like poor people, so I gotta get them. Let's make up a version of Christianity just to fight the Marxists. Next clip. Oh, yep. The humility of Christ being the omnipotent and king of the universe is different from the physical reality where I believe he was a giant among men. Obviously. Well, he wasn't invited to no wedding party. Do you know how many times Santa Picante grew up with this being said? Do you know what his first miracle was? No, I don't know what it was. A party miracle. Like, this is Mass, Father Andy. Why are we talking about parties? And he's like, because it's a party mass. You're like, why is it a party mass? He's like, because Christ first miracles is a party. Like, oh, okay. Thanks, Father Andy. Go away now.
Christ's time, as in our time, when people thought of a hero or someone with divine characteristics, they thought of strength, of majesty, wealth, and heroic might. They thought of people like Achilles and Hector, or Julius Caesar and Alexander the Great.
They thought of Wamba Fat. Oh, yes, but then they thought of Christ because Christ was like, You ain't gonna touch this. I'm going to heaven. They were like, what? No way. No way did he go to heaven. And then he did. And then they were like, we better lie about him because he went to heaven without us. Oh, no. What, Anthony? Are we still talking about Anthony Abato? Oh, we always talk about him. Why don't we talk about someone fun? In this next clip, tell me Brian doesn't have reading comprehension. I know. But this one is going to get really kind of funky towards the end. There's this little clip that he does that's just retarded.
Jesus, by contrast, didn't meet any of these standards. He was the last thing anyone expected from a messianic savior. After all, if he can't save himself, how can he save others? Which was, of course, the taunt heard from the chief priests, elders, and scribes during the crucifixion.
Yeah. If he can't save himself, how can he save others? Did you realize that was a taunt, Brian? Like you just said? Hey, look, they said this taunt, therefore they didn't think he was a king. How come you're taunting something you don't think? You gotta think to taunt it. You can't mock a mushroom for being a mushroom unless you don't think it's a mushroom. Then why are you taunting it for being? It's like, hey, there's Jake the Cup. Hey, Jake. Oh, hi, audience member. Are you a cup? Oh, yeah, I am. Why don't you hold something? I am holding stuff. Are you retarded? Are you a narcissist? What's wrong with you? But Brian always has a reason for saying everything, and it's usually stupid, which is why we watch him. Who gives a flying hoot about what? Who even talks about Voltaire? Brian Holdsworth does. Brian Holdsworth, like, let me find someone that nobody cares about and put him in a video.
Voltaire famously predicted, in 20 years, the Christian religion will be no more.
In 20 years, the Christian religion will be no more. Voltaire's retarded. Hey, I'm gonna get retarded. Hey, Master Bowser. What? Do you want to be the retarded person in the show? Okay. Say something retarded, Master Bowser. In 1 second, this video is gonna be over. It's not over. Master Bowser's retarded. I'll put that in my video. Oh, now I'm making millions of dollars. Just like Brian Holdsworth. He was a human. You, Nelson, you always lording it over people. He was a human. Well, the argument, going on with the next clip, the argument from Tom is a bad one. Shintoism, which was merged with Buddhism at one point, it predates Christianity. So the argument that Brian's about to use is literally stupid. Oh, but that's why we love him. Brian more satisfying than a Swanson TV. Did you know Sadie Picante lived on Swanson food at one point, and his mother only bought the vegetables and the ice cream? But he was like, Mommy, what about these delicious TV dinners? And his mother never said yes. It was so sad. We used to eat like 3 or 4 gallons of ice cream from them a week. It was fantastic. Oh, love the ice cream.
Any convention, by any common sense, the church should have ended long ago. Its ambitions are too wide, its standards are too high, its requirements are too rigorous, and its enemies are too many and too capable.
Except a lot of stuff existed for a long time, and I don't understand. Christianity shouldn't have lived because Napoleon, like, you know, Napoleon lost, right? And then he went away. I don't even know what that kind of argument. It's an argument that works against stupid college-educated atheists, but it's not actually a good argument. Hey, did you know why Jake the Cop wins? Because he keeps the camera going, therefore he wins. What is he winning? No one knows. Oh, Jake, we're screwing this show up so bad. Let's keep going. In this clip, we have the argument from poetry and feelings, and it isn't true. But Balak said it, so we love it. The church has always had the most brilliant minds in the world, except for when they didn't like Ludwig von Mises. Oh wait, he worked for the Catholic government of Austria, so they had him. He's not a bag of dirt, Nelson, you bag of dirt supremacist. What is wrong with you?
Hilaire Belloc famously said, "The Catholic Church is an institution I am bound to hold divine. But for unbelievers, a proof of its divinity might be found in the fact that no merely human institution conducted with such knavish imbecility would have lasted a fortnight."
It wouldn't have lasted a fortnight. We don't even know what a fortnight is. Thanks, Balak, for the poetry. And there's a blank screen. Thanks, Eddie P, for screwing up the editing.
And in Matthew 11:6, Jesus said, "Blessed is he who is not scandalized by me." Only the blessed and humble of heart can see the ironic and subtle truth in Christ's example. But to everyone else who insists on grasping only for the limited goods of this life, Christ's life, and especially the cross, are foolishness.
Yes, it's foolishness, but Holy Mother Church holds that God can be known with certainty from the consideration of created things by the natural power of human reason, which means smart people become Catholics. So it's not just the foolish, it's also the very smart, like Sadie Picante. He becomes a Catholic because he's really smart. And where's the epic pen? Oh, the viewers is down to 22. We're losing them. Oh, Jake, we're losing them. Get rid of the epic pen. Don't start scribbling on the screen. Why do some people fanboy Balak so hard? I never figured out why. I say fanboy because it's usually trad developers who like Balak and read his works. Because Balak was a cool dude. There you go again with your manure imperialism. This man is incredibly humble and smart, by the way. We don't do that. That's not our bit. Our bit is to be slow. Besides that, love itself is foolishness, but it makes life worth living. Catholicism is actually very reasonable because love is stupid. So Catholicism, being like love, is also stupid. And that makes it good. And in this clip, we are comparing Muhammad, the son of bastard devil worshippers, to Christ. Why are we comparing Muhammad to Christ?
Where the Jesus of the Gospels was poor, Muhammad was rich with the spoils of a conquering army.
He was married to Zabe Banana or something, and he was like, "Oh, I ain't got no money, Zabe. Help me." And Zabe was like, "Go conquer someone, you big lazy idiot." And he was like, "Okay." Something like that. I read it in a book once.
Where Jesus prayed for his enemies, Muhammad just killed them. Where Jesus was chaste and celibate, Muhammad had 11 wives.
Oh, whoa, did you hear that? Slow is killing the viewership. Brian is a library card at the Sea Crew Learning Center. Okay, thank you for the factoid. But have we glazed the sun? Oh, I like to glaze them. Glaze Muhammad.
But that aside, Muhammad is the embodiment of everything you would invent.
Muhammad is the embodiment of everything you'd invent, okay?
In a heroic and a worldly figure. He's powerful, victorious, rich, dominant, virile, and heroic.
He's virile, but he ain't got no male offspring. Haha. Virile man, no male offspring. Loser. Even Jake the Cup doesn't have male offspring. I guess I'm virile. Now let's see what Sam Shamoon has to say, because I thought it was very interesting. He says, oh, Muhammad, he's the guy you would invent if you wanted to make a hero. Oh, Sam, take it away.
The first characteristic that shows that Jesus is better, superior to Muhammad. Jesus' maternal family has been preferred above all creatures. Okay. The Quran says Jesus' maternal family, meaning his family on his mother's side, are the greatest creatures that Allah created. Did you know that? Now, what about Muhammad and his parents? The Quran and the traditions say Muhammad and his parents were sinners. We already saw that. His parents were so sinful, they were idolaters who died and are burning in hell.
Yeah, that's what I call the greatest hero of all time. His parents were scumbag, dirt, manure-eating, idiot, retard, idol worshippers who are burning in hell for all eternity. Yeah, Brian Holdsworth, that's what I think great heroes are made out of. Brian, you're an idiot. Why are you still talking? I think they're eating dinner. They're probably done with dinner now, but they were eating dinner a little while ago. In this clip, Brian perfectly describes what I condemn capital punishment Leo wants for the criminal justice system. This is sarcasm, but like it's kind of funny, this clip.
Criminal who has been convicted of a crime, who is standing before a judge in his sentencing, and the judge says, well, you know, the law says you should go to jail for your crime, but if you say sorry, not only will you not face that conviction and punishment, but instead we're going to give you millions of dollars so that you can live out your days with.
That's Pope Francis and Pope Leo. I want to commit a crime and get millions of dollars, but there's no one to commit a crime against. Help! I need someone to commit a crime against.
No, the law says you should go to jail for your crime, but if you say sorry, not only will you not face that conviction and punishment, but instead we're going to give you millions of dollars so that you can live out your days with all your desires met. By any reasonable standards, that would be an outrageously unjust thing for the judge to do.
Just like what Leo wants. Now, we need to go to this clip here because retarded Cameron Ricker, Cameron's a narcissist who'd instead of getting a job just said to his wife, honey, I want to play on the computer all day and talk to people on the phone. I hope you don't have any bills. And his wife was like, Cameron, you're my husband. And then Cameron did it, and he made up a bunch of lies and nonsense. So I thought, in order to get context for the next video, we got to watch Fulton Sheen from 1947. He's a Moose Canano kind of cup. Do you see the man in the cup? Grand Moff Tarkin, they call him, or Moose Canano, as we renamed him for some unknown reason, and I'm not sure who did. I'm a kind of half full cup. I'm half loaded on alcohol because it's funnier to stream that way. Anyway, communism and the family. Bye. This impression gets different every single episode. But Venerable Fulton Sheen. In this clip, communists take the nature of the family.
The Communist Manifesto teaches that the family reposes on capital or individual gain, and states, therefore, that the family will disappear with capital. If there were any children from any unions, the state was to take charge of the education of the children.
Okay, so that's pretty much what we have in America. The state owns your children, but it started in the after World War I. So like really long ago, and during the time of Our Lady of Fatima. Okay. The communist Russia marriage is worse than it is today in America. So
The matrimonial codes of 1918 and 1927 of Russia affirmed all children belong to the state. The family code of 1918 declared that all church marriages were invalid and could be dissolved at the will of either party simply by sending in a postcard to the registration office.
So by 1918, the Soviets had no default divorce for literally anyone. They also had a ton of abortion, and I didn't want to go over those rates because it was kind of horrifying. In 1918, the important part is the number. I'll write it on the screen. 1918. Fatima is 1917. These numbers will become important in a moment.
There is no doubt that today the philosophy of America regarding the family is almost the same as Russia's between 1917 and 1935. Namely, divorce, belief in it, free love, then a queer system which in a compound word rejects both birth and control. When the divorce rate in 30 major cities in our country is one divorce for every 2 marriages, when a nation has 520,000 divorces in 1 year, as we have, when in one city there are 5 divorces for every 6 marriages, there are unmistakable signs that America is rotting.
There is unmistakable signs that America is rotten when 1947 is when this was posted. No, I don't like Sheen, but you see, we have to talk about it because the next clip with Cameron is gonna completely like, oh no. So 30 years later, fake sister of Lucia wrote to Cardinal Carlo Cafara in the early 1900s, often cited around 1991, 1982, 1983, 1984. Okay? So Sheena's context for this. By the early 1920s, marriage was in the pits. By the 1940s, marriage was the queer system. No. Oh no. Lion Burrito Thug. Hail Archbishop Thug. Oh no. Gasper's the friendly chipmunk is attacking Cox. Oh. On the Twitter. Bowie at a...
Our Lady's prophecy about the end of the world is happening right now. And the scariest part is most Catholics don't even know about it.
Wait, well, the end of the world prophecies are going on now. We don't even know about it. What is this fake prophecy? And it's gay.
As you probably know, the Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to 3 children in 1917 in Fatima, Portugal. She then gave some secrets to these children and validated her claims by performing the largest public miracle ever since the crossing of the Red Sea in the Old Testament.
So something in 1917 means something in the 1980s when fake Sister Lucia wrote about a fake apparition, and Cameron Ricker bought it hook, line, and stinker. That seems sus. I know. We would also like to say Cameron Richter lost a kid a few months back, and we pray for that kid, that he was in the state of not knowing what his dad was talking about on the internet. Bonsoir. Oh, I says, bro, bonsoir to you. It seems sus that the Blessed Virgin would wait 60 plus years when it was literally a problem. During this time, it was already a problem. What are we talking about here? You're gonna see.
Now, this is where things really start to get interesting and a little bit scary. This prophecy that I'm about to share with you comes from a letter that Sister Lucia wrote to Cardinal Caffarra.
So Sister Lucia wrote a prophecy in the letter. Everyone catching up so far? Here we go.
And this is what's happening right now in 2026.
And this is what's happening in I can't, but Gaspers, the narcissist, Gaspers blocked you? Oh, I can't even make memes about it. So, in 2026, the entire world is in a giant 50 to 60 year decline in birth rates already. And what Cameron's going to say is that the prophecy is that the final battle is over marriage and the family. And it was written in 1980 to 84. But the decline started and the attack on marriage started in 1918. He's 60 years off, this fake Blessed Mother. Forgive me for even saying your name in the sentence, Holy Mother of God. The fake version of the fake Sister Lucia with her fake apparition. That's 3 fakes, so it's fake. Is 60 years late in predicting the end of the world.
This is what she said. Quote, "The final battle between the Lord and the reign of Satan will be about marriage and the family."
The final battle will be between the Lord and Satan. Will be about marriage and the family. You know, you wrote the letter in the 80s, not in 1917. And she wrote the letter because Pope John Paul II wanted to start a university and he needed more money for it. I'm thinking, no. Why doesn't Jake the Cup take self-portraits? They all look like mug shots. Anthony, you're a narcissist making fun of me. So the prophecy is the final battles over marriage, right?
Do not be afraid, because anyone who works for the sanctity of marriage and the family will always be fought and opposed in every way, because this is the decisive issue.
The decisive issue of the end times, the final battle, is between marriage. But we already knew that before the apparition, so it's like writing a warning for Adolf Hitler in 1941. Hey guys, the guy that already invaded Czechoslovakia 2 years ago and has attacked Poland 2 years ago, you might want to be prepared about him.
Did you catch that? The final battle is over marriage and the family, not economics or politics. And once you understand this, everything else starts to make sense.
Yeah, if the final battle is over marriage, then it is the last thing to be directly attacked, right? Because it's the last battle, the final battle. And now Cameron's going to contradict himself in 1 second.
But here is what nobody is telling you. This has been Satan's plan since day one.
Wait, his whole plan for the first battle is the same as his plan for the final battle. So that makes the apparition, according to the guy who's presenting the apparition, a fake apparition. Hey, doesn't he got a brain on that body? I can't. The final battle is marriage and the family. The first battle is marriage and the family. The second battle is marriage and the third battle. But here's a prophecy. It's gonna blow your mind. The final battle is the same as every single other battle. Wow! Did you know the sun's getting up tomorrow? And the sun's final battle is getting up tomorrow. And the sun got up tomorrow and the day before it, and it just keeps doing it. But this time, it's the final battle. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So in the video, he even goes to the Garden of Eden and he keeps making this big case for how marriage was the final battle, even in the garden. It's like every single event is the final battle. I'm sorry, I'm having a little too much fun tonight. Abate needs to let Rob run his own show. He did. It's called Guns and Like Roses. And they don't know what the rules to Twitter are, and they got a suspension. Okay, back to the show.
Did you catch that? The final battle is over marriage and the family.
So it's the prophecy is that yesterday the sun rose. The future is the same as the past, and the prophecy is the same as the present. But then you could just switch them between each other. It's a miracle, guys. It's a Pope Leo miracle. What would you attack if you were Satan? If I was Satan, I'd attack the communion of saints, the cult of the church, or something.
Now, just for a second, pretend that you are the devil and you want to destroy the church. You don't start with the Pope. You don't start with the bishops. No. You start with the family.
You don't start with the Pope. You don't start with the bishops. You start with the family. Why?
Because a child doesn't enter into the world with a theology degree. A child's first theology class is watching how his father loves his mother and vice versa.
You know that the first attack by the devil was through the Gnostics attacking the humanity of Christ? You don't have to make it up. You don't have to be a dunderhead, you idiot. You narcissistic, raging weirdo who stays at home instead of getting a real job. There are actual plans that the devil has, and it's been attacking the humanity of Christ. It was like the first 5 centuries of the church. Then you're like, but the final assault is on the family. Therefore, every single attack of the devil is on the family. Because my video right now is on the family. Therefore, the whole gospel is about the family. The marriage feast at Cana, that's when the gospel starts and ends. Because it's about the family. Oh, Cameron. Why you still making comments on my behalf? Be besmirching me? Why did Jake the Cup's girlfriend leave him? He isn't. No, I don't. You narcissist. Uh, uh, let's continue on. Now the time for the prosperity gospel. I love the prosperity gospel.
And I believe right now in 2026, we are at a turning point in this final battle.
Right now in 2026, we is at the turning point in this final. This is the dumbest man I've ever met in my whole life. Oop, wrong thing. Press the other button, said a pecani retard.
The church is getting stronger and stronger every year, and victory is already guaranteed. The only question now is, are you going to choose to be on the winning side or the losing side? Jesus Christ will triumph.
And I will give you a good advice if you call my number and book a phone call with me.
And if you're a Catholic man, you want to be intentional about having a good, solid, holy marriage, then click on the link in my bio. I've got something for you.
I've got something for you, like lying to you. Jake the Cup's girlfriend left. No, she didn't. That's a lie. So let's go over some numbers. Here's the total fertility rate in the Catholic Church. Did you see where it's going? It's going down. Over here is where the crisis is. And right here is where we're saying it's victory. This retarded man. This guy, this punk kid is retarded. We should meet my mother-in-law. One big final family battle. Oh, my mother's a big battle axe too. Oh, it's horrible. That's the United States. Maybe it's better in Korea. Hey, look at Korea. It was doing good. It was doing good. It was holding the line until the 60s. And then right here is when Our Lady decided, instead of right here, the final battle was. In other words, he made it up. The guy who made up the vision decided that, oh, we'll just start late. Here's Germany. You should have started at 1900. Where's that big pen? 1900 over here. And instead over here is where the vision happened. Oh no. It's almost like he made it up. Oh, hey, let's go more numbers. This is where the vision happened. And this line here is where the crisis started. When is that? The 50s and 60s. Everything went to hell. So, like, the devil's gonna start the final attack on the marriage, except he did so 30 to 60 years before the vision. Tell me it's a fake vision without telling me it's a fake vision. And finally, the last slide, the total fertility rate of Portugal. See, it says Portugal. Just to let you know, it says it. Shouldn't it have been at the 1930s when they were still flat, and then boom. Oh, no, it's right here when it's already halfway down the descent. This fake vision is lying. I'm sorry, I just thought this was funny. It's like, hey, let's make up a fake vision because JP2 wants to build a university. Oh, abortion and birth control, demographics, time bomb. Oh, yes. Well, that's because... when did I become Sanford and Son? Anyway. And I see this dream as a cup full of shite and a stream of crisis. Now let's get on to Michael Matt. Oh, no. Oh, yes. The lack of communication is causing women to not get preggers. Oh, the eggs. Think of the eggs. Peter will save the entire world because Michael Matt needs him to save the entire world. That's this.
There's no way to vote your way out of this. There's absolutely no way to vote. As an American, we're finding that out to our horror. It's getting worse. It's getting heretical. It's getting really crazy. There's only one way out of this, and that is through the hierarchical channels which Christ himself established. Ultimately, that's going to be the way out. Peter is the bridge, Bill. Peter is the bridge. He will take us back to the reign of Christ eventually.
Yeah, so without Hitler or Nick Fuentes coming along, there's no chance for us to be saved. And then he all of a sudden changes the argument and says, without Peter doing it. But if you actually listen to what he said without the hierarchical structures. Oh, like totalitarian government, Mr. Michael Matt? Are you one of those teenagers who dreams of being Napoleon, but is too lazy to join up? I canceled on Matt, so we called Bennett to reply. Whoa, that woman! Oh, she makes me so mad. Trust the plan. That's the prime directive. Zip it! The gaslighting here is real. If you don't do what I think you should do, you're in mortal sin. Play the clip.
And what happens is we throw our own audience under the bus. We're basically saying, we don't care if you despair. We want likes and clicks. We want to do the sensational thing. And this, to me, is, I mean, objectively speaking, it's mortally sinful.
It's mortally sinful to get likes and clicks from a guy who professionally gets likes and clicks. Guys, you can't make. Where's the pen? I'm Mario Dirksen, and you can't make it up. I don't know what I'm trying to spell there. Oh, Jake, you need to go back to school. You screwed it up. Oh. Mark, he's like, oi, mate, I'm pro Leo because my cholesterol levels don't let me think straight. Having a camera not show your guts, it makes you 20 pounds lighter. Look at her, she's hot. Look at this hot woman in glasses. Glasses make you hot. This is true. Jake is a huge hat. Dude, not this guy. Get rid of the glasses on this guy. This guy's face, look at. Oh, you can draw straight lines. Oh, oh sorry, we'll play the clips. Or play the clip.
And everybody that ultimately God will save.
Yes, I'm plastered. This Korean soju. Oh, this Korean soju. Oh, yes. Oh, the Korean soju. Oh, I am honorable soju. Oh. And also, I'm really upset that I still haven't finished this clip already. I mean, I'm not plastered. I'm in character. Yes, I mean, Christine said, Jake, oh, stop thinking about yourself and get into character. I also got some Budweiser in the fridge because someone left it in a unit. And I'm like, well, someone left us alcohol? I love fishermen because it's fishing season and all they do is drink beer. It's the greatest thing ever. No, it's not kind of gross. Stop talking that way about Mrs. Bennett. She's a beautiful lady of God, of England. This is true, but like, it's okay.
His church through the channels that he already established, which are hierarchical and which Peter is going to be the leader of that someday.
Yes, Peter is going to lead us out of the Church of Modernism that he created because Michael Matt says so. Now let's compare Michael Matt with 2024 Michael Matt and 2026 Michael Matt.
He has more right to speak on this than any other man in the world right now, because it was given to him by divine commission by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And if Pope Francis were here in this room, I'd like to ask a lot of things, actually. Did you honestly think, after the spiritual and moral destruction of our country, of our world, of our families, of our children that followed in the wake of the Second Vatican Council and the liturgical experimentation that has now led to 80% of Americans no longer believing in the real presence of the Eucharist, did you think that we were going to try this again? We will not comply.
Wait, that's the same person? The same guy who's like, guys, Peter's got to lead us out is the same guy who said, did you think that we would just go along with you? Wait, Michael Matt acts completely differently when he's in different audience. That was 2 years ago, man. That was CSI 2024, the one that he canceled Vegano because, it was too controversial. It's almost like this whole thing with Chris Jackson and Trad Inc. is real, that they used to be really harsh on Leo. And now all of a sudden, Leo's going to lead us out.
Hello and welcome to Catholic Unscripted. I'm Catherine Bennett.
Provincial young lady with a lively wit, heaven preserve us. But I'm in no humor tonight to give consequence to the middle classes at play.
That's right. We're not here to listen to Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. Get off the screen, woman. Oof. So MM goes back to the abusive father who is beating the mother, and you stay in the family? Okay, I gotta just stop for a second. In the analogy of the abusive father, he's not beating the mother, you stupid ass, you jerko of the century. When there's physical abuse by the father, it ends the marriage. What do you think? What are you talking about, Michael Matt? Michael Matt has lost his brains.
We've used over the years this analogy of a drunken or abusive father, for example, who's, beating mother and the children. And as loyal sons, we need to speak out against that. We need to respectfully say, this is wrong. We can't allow this to continue.
We can't allow it to continue. What the heck? We can't allow it to continue, but Peter's going to be the one that brings us back. Leo is abusing the mother, and Leo's gonna bring us back. I knows I'm just a cup and all, but this doesn't seem right. In this clip, Michael Matt calls Leo the leading moral authority in the world. The man who is physically abusing is the Holy Mother Church. Beating her with a stick is also the leading moral authority. Like, what kind of psychosis is this man in? How many drugs did he take? I'm tipsy. I'm drinking some soju with some soju car bomb. I wish I did. I forgot to make one. And then this guy's like, Leo is the leading authority in the world, and it's not even my opinion. It's just the universal opinion of all people in the world. Michael Matt, you're full of doo-doo and morphine or something.
Donald Trump going after the most recognized moral authority in the world.
Hey, Jerome, the producer of the show. Well, I should put the producer, the Jerome producer of the show tag up. Well, that way we will lure him into giving us more money. I have super tips disabled, by the way, so don't even bother trying. Anyway, back to the clip.
Moral authority in the world, according to everyone. That's not my opinion. That simply is the truth.
Oh, I wanted to hear this clip again in full.
To respectfully say, this is wrong. We can't allow this to continue.
Okay, in this clip, he's going to say what we just heard, but I wanted to hear it again because I just want to make a point. This man is literally insane.
Donald Trump going after the most recognized moral authority in the world, according to everyone. That's not my opinion. That simply is the truth.
It's simply the truth that a little guy in a little Vatican state is the biggest moral authority in the world. The guy who takes his orders from Barack Obama is the biggest moral authority in the world because Michael Matt says so. What moral authority does he have? Heck, I think the SSPX are a bigger moral authority at this point. Anyway, in this clip, we all lived through the stuff that happened to Michael Matt. Yes, did you know Michael Matt's experience is the experience of all people? This is true because he's a narcissist who only thinks about himself. And he says, oh, if I experienced it, everyone in the world lived in Minnesota.
But the same exact psychological manipulation is going on right now, and everyone apparently has completely forgotten about COVID, what they did with COVID. When they want something to happen, they use the media to make us change our minds, to go along with everything they're doing. So I would just give you as an example. I'm from Minneapolis. We all lived through the BLM riots.
We did. But then you're going to say in the next clip that the BLM riots were all staged. And I didn't live through the BLM. I live on a mountain in the middle of nowhere. Wait. So is Michael Matt going to one point say everybody lived through the BLM riots because he did, and then he's going to say it was completely fake and gay and it didn't happen? Yeah, he is. Oh boy.
They said the estimate was 70,000 people were trucked in, professionals were trucked in to have this color revolution here in little old Minneapolis in the middle of the United States. And everyone began to be aware that, oh, this is fake, this isn't real. So what are we seeing right now? We're seeing everyone in America has become experts on Iran.
But by comparison, isn't the Iran deal fake then too? Isn't that the line? Because it's a comparison? But that's the point, and that's the point of this show. Paralysis by analysis. You enter into a never-ending mental state of knowing but never acting. You can't vote your way out. No, don't even vote. You can't change the church. Don't even try to change church because you have to be a part of the church. You can't leave the church. You can't do anything because God said so, because Michael Matt is God. That's how it works. That is Trad Inc. This is why we sit here and we agree with Chris Jackson and Steve Cox, who are both semi-sadies. They ain't on the team. They ain't one of us. But we all say, wait a second. Aren't you, the Trad Inc., working for Antichrist by this paralysis, by analysis? I think they is. I think we're going to show it too. I vote for the Maya's ticket, and that's right, Thunderballs of Corn. Yeah, they're semi-trucks that are running over Sadies. They call them semi-Sadies. this person respects a lot of people because they actually did stuff. Yeah, I know there is some respect for these people, but only insofar as like we can use them for stuff like moving more maize across the southern border. Anyway, so Michael Matt starts talking points about the Empire's War, which all libertarians said 10 years ago, literally. He's going to say, I don't think I have it clipped, but he said, like, did you know we overthrew the Shah? Well, that was what Ron Paul said 25 years ago. Literally. Well, not 25, but in 2008. In 2008, Ron Paul said, did you know we overthrew the Shah and that's why they hate us? He probably said it before soon too. But then Michael Matt's going to repeat what was said decades ago by libertarians and conservatives. And then he's going to be like, you see, guys, weed and barbecue and flip-flops and pork. No, that's reading the note. I'm reading the note on the screen and I don't know what it means. Anyway, so we'll just keep going because Michael Matt's political takes are like really old and dumb. And then the topic moves to J.D. Vance and his rebuke of Leo. Now what's going to go on in this clip is Michael Matt being the ecumenical friendly tratting. Just zip it, man says, oh, I think it was a real conversion, but by the way, he's the disciple of literally Antichrist. Oh, yes, the disciple of literally Antichrist is a real Catholic because we're just glad everyone's getting saved. Don't you know about it? Oh.
Not to denounce Vance. I'm glad he converted. And I believe it was authentic.
I believe it was authentic conversion. Now listen to what he says.
On the other hand, he is a tool of Peter Thiel, a very powerful homosexual, a billionaire who right now, over the past month, has been in Rome conducting conferences on the Antichrist. Peter Thiel has. And do you know what his version of the Antichrist is? The Antichrist is any entity or any person, and Thiel said, including the Pope, anyone who would put any restrictions on AI, artificial intelligence, for the next 10 years is doing the bidding of the Antichrist, because only the Antichrist would stand against AI unrestricted.
So you think Vance is a real Catholic and also a stoolie of the most evil man in the world? Eh? Excuse me. Oh, shoot. I forgot to press the mute. There we go. If you think Peter Thiel is bad, look to a man named Nick Lanz, claimed to be in contact with demons every day, also one of the most powerful tech billionaires. Ah! I spilled the beer again for the second time because I'm stupid. I keep spilling drinks. Oh, Sadie Picante. I should call him Sadie Spiller of Drinks. A retarded idiot. Last time I ruined a keyboard. Oh boy. So let's count how many different topics in a 30-second tip. I'll listen to this and I literally don't know what Michael Matt is talking about.
But the point is, what we should all be talking about is we need to look into all of this much more than we are, and not once again take this sort of COVID propaganda and just plug it all in and go to war or do whatever we're going to do next. That's going to make everything exponentially worse. And when you say this, for example, people say, what do you want, Sharia law? Like, well, that's not the point. Everything that we've done so far, guys, I'm an American. I stood against 2003's invasion of Iraq.
What? What was the point?
The Antichrist.
So let's listen to this again. I want to listen to it like 25 times. The point I think he was trying to make is that we need to be mature adults. But instead he was like trying to give literal examples of different things that have nothing to do with the other thing. I honestly think this man's drugged up. I do. No, it would go like this. Oh, I'm Miss Bennett, and let me talk for 30 seconds. And then that freaking retard Michael Matt would talk for 5 minutes. Then Mark Lambert would be like, oh, I have a point to make. And then, Michael Matt would talk for 2 more minutes. And then it would go back to 30 seconds, and it was just repeat. It was horrible. This episode made Sandy P crash out really badly in real life. So we need to look into everything more than we already are.
The point is, what we should all be talking about is we need to look into all of this much more than we are, and not once again take this sort of COVID propaganda and just.
What does looking in the context was the Iran war. So we need to look into the Iran war and then not take the propaganda into the Iran war, which you're going to get by looking into it. What's the point? I don't even know what he's talking about. Is he on drugs?
Plug it all in and go to war or do whatever we're going to do next. That's going to make
whatever we're going to do next, that's going to make everything worse. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we listening to the propaganda? Are we not listening to the propaganda? Were we supposed to do more of it? Were we supposed to do less of it? What is he talking about? I tell you, Michael Matt is literally on a drug.
Everything exponentially worse. And when you say this, for example, people say, what do you want, Sharia law?
Who brought up Sharia law? Hey, you need to look into whether the war is true. What do you want, Sharia law? What? What does this have to do with anything?
Like, well, that's not the point. Everything that we've done so far, guys.
Who's the we with everything that we've done? Who's we? What do we? What? We've changed topic sentences already. Like, there's a different paragraph.
American. I stood against 2000.
What does 2003 wars have to do with anything? 23 years ago, I did something. What? So let me put this in.
Invasion of Iraq.
Look, so yesterday I was out farming on the property getting pine needles, which is why I ate breakfast that day, which was eggs and bacon, and I had to eat extra protein because I was going to work out, and I work out because I want to climb mountains. I climb mountains because the Chargers are getting 17 points this week. That's right, 17 points. What is 17? 17, the number of grandchildren I want to have in life. So in order to get these grandchildren, I need to find a woman, but the month is April, and April's not a month for finding women, so I couldn't have found anything. So instead I dug a hound hole with the gopher, and the mole was in the gopher hole, so I didn't know even why I was there, so I shot a deer. Like, is this real life? What is he talking about? Oh, I'm losing my mind. I hate this guy so much. I hate him so much. Oh, this is worse than the soldiers who were blinded and led by the one shoulder left with one eye. What is the worst insult Jake the Cup can be called? A pinhead? These are pencils, you silly mugger man. Did he remind everyone he's got the oldest Catholic publication? He was confirmed by Lefebvre. He marches in French. The Vendée, the Crusaders, the Crusades, the Catacombs, the Revolution, demonic disorientation. I hate this guy so much. In this clip, Michael and Matt slept through the Cold War.
When do the adults come back and start talking about, can we sit down and talk about this before we nuke each other, before we have this mutual assured destruction?
When can the adults come back so we don't have mutual assured destruction? You mean the whole point of the Cold War? When do the adults come back? You know, the thing that they did 60 years ago where they're like, oh no, we're gonna kill you with nukes. Like, Michael Matt, you've lost the plot. Like, does he even have... Why? Why, Michael Matt, why? In this clip, Mark Lambert attempts to make noises with his face. I think he's trying to speak.
Do you think that this is what we've been warned about over many, many decades about having an American Pope, Michael? That you know, like this argument that's going on now between Trump and Pope Leo is really what was predicted if you center so much power in one country.
What is he talking about? Who said it was predicted? Who says this was a conversation? Why is he... these people are doing what Nick Cavazo says. Hey, Nick, what do you think about 100 million people you don't know anything about?
Well, I think that when they will love the SSPX.
Like, no, thank you for that, Nick. Whatever the heck you said, Philip. Dead air time. You're amazing. The USA, your reminder that the USA is the world empire. How is it not a part of the dialectic to keep people on the mental plantation of the world empire to have Trump versus Leo when neither of them are against the empire or are calling it out? Like, it's like we're being programmed with propaganda by the people saying don't get programmed with propaganda, to believe propaganda, to be programmed. Oh, the prime directive again. It was predicted by Sister Faustina. In this clip, I think Michael Matt is making a joke, but he says it so straight-faced, it's almost like he's a robot or psychotic or on drugs. Oh, I hope it's drugs.
There might be a providential side to this. Does anybody believe that in the middle of World War III, synodality is going to be popular? You know what I mean? So you might see some casualties. We can hope and pray for that.
Yes, his joke that he doesn't even laugh at is that when World War III comes on, it will prevent synodality. Ha ha ha. What a heartless, cruel, out of touch bigot. How can you even say that? That's retarded. Hey, at least kids won't be able to play on their Nintendos because they'll get drafted. Am I right? Am I right? Wait, Matt's dad predicted it back in the day on Pelican Plus, but Wamba Fat, there was no Pelican Plus. So in this clip, Michael Matt can't filter the noise. Anything that goes right is a win. His mind is completely captured by the Matrix.
The other day, he actually came out and said the point of the Catholic Church was founded in order to convert the world, not placate politicians. Now, this is something we haven't heard in an awful long time. Is Leo the American being pushed a little bit more in the direction of the church that he remembers from his South Side Chicago childhood?
maybe Leo is being pushed into being Catholic. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The man who's in complete control of himself is accidentally going to do what God wants. It's accidentally. Oh, I accidentally exercised a demon. I accidentally ended the Federal Reserve. I accidentally converted to traditional Catholicism. This is retarded. This is pure this is Dread Inc. If Leo does anything remotely good, we temporarily forget every evil and pretend that this could be the entire world changing. This is like when the battered wife is at home and her husband sobers up for all of 2 minutes, and she's like, see, he can do it for 2 minutes. I can have my man back. Jake the Cup is magnificent. No, he's not. He's a narcissist sticking his face on the camera. Wamba Fat. Faustina predicted that Nick and Kennedy would leave Pelican Plus and that Michael Matt... Wait, did Michael Matt purchase Pelican Plus? What? And Michael Matt loses his mind and starts buying churches. Why would he ever do that? Okay, anyway, getting back to the show. If Leo does any... Oh, we already read that. Okay, let's go next slide.
So I don't know. I think that there's more reason to think that Leo the American might be more obstinate in going along with this globalist agenda if Trump and others continue to push like they are. Of course, this is speculation, and the main reason I bring it up is gives us something to pray for. I hope that's what happens. Right now, for the first time in a long time, I feel like the Pope is really doing his job.
Wait, so because it gives us something to pray for, therefore we pretend that it could be a real thing? How does that work? I think that's the most retarded take ever. The Pope is protected by the Holy Ghost on faith and morals, and then Michael Matt is like, well, if he happens to eat a hamburger, it's better than him eating a pizza because Americans are better than Italians. Therefore, we have to hope and pray for it, guys. Like, what? 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 How does that make sense? Then Michael Matt attacks the natural right of Catholics to have the only Catholic faith. Instead, we should be pragmatically political. That's right. It's a revelation.
Does this bother you guys? It bothers me so much. There's a tribalism. As soon as you say, well, Leo said the right thing, and then they jump in. Oh, so you're falling for that, huh? So now you're a synodal guy. So now you're defending Vatican II. Like, no, I'm just not shooting every messenger that comes along.
So whenever Leo does anything slightly good, we should be like, yeah, we're back, baby. We've got the whole thing. It's Pius the 10th is on the throne. Did you see him say Our Father in Latin? We're not killing every single messenger. That's literally retarded. That's like the definition of retarded. That's the definition of someone not knowing what an abusive person is. An abuser will do the right thing sometimes. Even Miss Bennett said so on the Matt Gaspers and Chris Jackson. She said, Trump sometimes does the right thing. That doesn't mean we're like him just because he does the right thing. And now here's Michael Matt doing the exact opposite. It does mean we like him because it's just the right thing once. And I think we have a movie clip here. Holy.
And we have to be able to apply church teaching to what's being said, see if it reconciles us with tradition. If it does, we have an obligation before God, history, and our children to say we agree with that. And I don't care if you're going to accuse me now of falling for the other tribe or becoming a part of the other team.
Having many individual parts can always be broken down. Broken down, always. To such a degree that we never need to be in the dark about the whys and wherefore of their capacity. And to me, carbon dioxide has always been a gas.
That's right. This whole thing is Michael Matt gaslighting us. This is all 100% Trad Inc. Zip It policy gaslighting us. There's no truth. Everything here is gaslight. I also just like that scene. Anyway. Shh. It might be one of the 3 movies I quote on here. Where's the clip of it? I always like a few clips.
What was that? Idiot! Idiot!
Oh, idiot. No, it didn't. What? Oh, it was bad, but it's literal gaslighting. This is all literal gaslighting. He's lying to people committing mortal sins while accusing other people of committing mortal sins, gaslighting them into one day he's just going to become magically. This makes Bishop Sanborn look like the most totalist stick in the mud ever.
Exactly. And it was always like that until relatively recently.
Okay, thanks for that thing. Now shut up, Miss Bennett. Wherever you are, you might have a stinking sexy accent, but you got beans for brains.
This expression, which is so apt for what we're going through, that diabolical disorientation.
Yay! Just zip it. No, I was purposely editing out the Bennett parts just because it was funny to not let her talk. Anyway, and now we come to my favorite part of the whole show. But Master Bowser is going to sing.
Rather than continuing to stick to our little safe narrative, which says we are against everything. We're against the Vatican. We're against the Pope, because that gets our likes up and our clicks up. I think it's much more important for us right now in this crucial moment to be truth seekers in every way possible. And to, if possible, give a Pope or a bishop a little bit more time for the prayers that we're all saying on his behalf to take effect.
Just zip it, zip it. History will be repeated. Whether it's Leo or Dutch, right. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just zip it, zip it. History will be repeated. Whether it's Leo or Dutch, right. It doesn't matter who's wrong and who's right. Just zip it. Zip it, zip it, zip it. Zip it, zip it, zip it. Gosh, zip it.
But that's essentially the whole show. The whole show is just Michael Matt be like, guys, it's going to work out eventually, so shut up. You have no reason to have an opinion.
Like voices, newer voices like Chris Jackson and Stephen Cox and people like that, who seem to have grown in prevalence, and they're all now screaming against the Pope and for Trump. Like, it's been really prevalent. For me, over the years that you've done is the Unite the Tribes thing. You know,
Unite the Tribes thing. You know, the tribe of British people.
We're all Catholic brothers and sisters by virtue, of our baptism, and we should all be working together to build the kingdom of God, shouldn't we? And these leaders just want to tear everything down.
No, I would like to say this is the exact point. This point right here is when Michael Mass completely clouded the mind of Mark Lambert. Mark Lambert is saying, "Big brother, I love you," and Michael Matt, who is Big Brother, is like, "That's right, perfect. I couldn't have said it better." It's literally mind control going on directly in front of you, and then they're all like, "Trading doesn't exist." And they like, big happy face over here. Oh yeah, we're always we love trading. That should be the next line. That's the next document that that Chris Jackson's gonna write. We love trading. What's the problem? When a problem comes along, you must zip it. Oh yeah, that's right.
And it's just so destructive.
In this clip, trading baptizes Mark Lambert. Welcome.
I'm so happy to hear you say that, Mark. I mean, that is the Catholic approach. It's the approach that we all have to have.
Yep, that's right, Mark. You're in trading. You see, it literally happens directly in front of you, and it's there, and they're like, "No, we're not trading. You're a narcissist for pointing it out." We literally have clips of it literally happening, and they're like, "Oh, that's just your interpretation." Now we gotta play this clip until the end.
There's only one way out of this, and that is through the hierarchical channels which Christ himself established. Ultimately, that's going to be the way out. Peter is the bridge builder. Peter is the bridge. He will take us back to the reign of Christ eventually.
40 years it had taken him to learn what kind of smile was hidden beneath the dark mustache. Oh, cruel, needless misunderstanding. Oh, stubborn, self-willed exile from the loving breast. 2 gin-scented tears trickled down the sides of his nose. But it was all right. Everything was all right. The struggle was finished. He had won the victory over himself. He loved Big Brother.
Big Brother is Michael Matt. Do you see the point now? Do you see the point? They break you and then you have freaking Michael Matt. And that's the whole show. It was horrible. Let me go over here. We're almost at the point. I want to play it again because I was so happy with it. Anyway, well, that's the show for tonight. Isn't it horrible? Living in the world of Michael Matt where you just gotta zip it or else you're not a human being. You have no freedom. You have no choice. Michael Matt, there is no Michael Matt from The Remnant. I've never seen Michael Matt with a Catholic Esquire in the same place or the same, but what? No way. Annulment proof in the Jacobs case. Zip it. What's going on here? Well, we'll go to the banners and the background music. Oh, woo! Oh, woo! Oh, woo! Oh, woo! Do you just zip it, or do you tip it, or do you zip it, or do you just nip it in the bud? Yes, this has been the Sadie. No, why is it still going on? Thank you for watching Sadie Picante episode 42, season 2, with the special sneak of season 1 in it. Thank you for watching. Remember to pray your rosary so that these horrible abusers go away. I want to watch the Just Zip It again because it was funny. I can't see myself. There I am. The Just Zip It made me happy. So I'm going to play the Just Zip It and then we're done. Thank you all for watching. And just remember, instead of believing in God and stuff and trying to do your best, just shut up and believe Michael Matt. That's all you got. That's all you can do because Michael Matt is literally God. I think that was the point of the episode. Good night and goodbye.
Just zip it, zip it. History will be repeated. Whether it's Leo or Dutch, I don't write. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just zip it, zip it. History will be repeated. Whether it's Leo or Dutch, I don't write. It doesn't matter who's wrong and who's right. Just zip it, zip it, zip it, zip it. Zip it, zip it, zip it.